You're at a red light, and next to you pulls up a brand new truck. Spotless paint, tinted windows, wheels bigger than they have any business being. And you catch yourself thinking, how does this person afford that? Odds are they don't make more than you. So how is this happening everywhere, all the time, on every street in America? I'm Nick, and I spend way too much time digging into why people make the money decisions they do. If you've ever wondered how your coworker is driving a $65,000 pickup while complaining about the price of eggs, this one's for you. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of breakdown. Let's start with the actual numbers, because they're wilder than most people realize. The average new car payment in the US has pushed past $700 a month, and that's just for an ordinary car, nothing exotic. Trucks and SUVs, which now make up most new purchases, routinely run $900 to $1,200 a month. Stretch that over 6, 7, even 8 years, and you're looking at total payments north of $80,000 before insurance, gas, or a single oil change. You might assume wages simply caught up. They didn't. Household income has climbed, sure, but nowhere close to enough to justify payments like these under any traditional budgeting rule. So how are people actually pulling this off? A few tricks, and none of them are good news for the person signing the paperwork. Trick 1. Stretched out loans. Car loans used to max out around 4 years. Now, 6, 7, even 10-year loans are common. Spread a $60,000 truck over 8 years instead of 4, and the monthly number suddenly looks survivable, maybe $900 instead of $1,500. But nobody mentions that stretching the loan also stretches the total cost. That same truck now costs an extra $12,000, $15,000 over its lifetime, and by year 5 or 6, the buyer typically owes more than the truck is even worth, trapped in what's called negative equity, unable to sell or trade without cutting a check just to walk away. Trick 2. 0% financing. It sounds like free money, but it isn't. That cost gets built into the sticker price somewhere. You either get the discount or the 0%, rarely both. And the buyers who actually qualify for these promotional rates are usually the ones who could have paid cash anyway. Everyone else ends up financing at real rates, often with a shakier credit profile. Trick 3. The trade-in cycle. Someone buys new, financed over 7 years. 3 years in, they're bored of it, or upside down on value, so they roll the remaining balance into a new loan for an even pricier vehicle. That negative equity doesn't disappear, it just gets buried inside the next loan. Repeat this twice, and you've got someone making payments on 3 cars worth of debt while only ever owning 1 car at a time. Dealers love this cycle because it turns buyers into permanent customers who can never quite afford to walk away. Here's the part that really gets me, though. How normal all this has become. Tell someone you're spending $2,200 a month on shoes, and they'll worry about you. Tell them it's a truck payment, and everyone just nods. Gotta have reliable transportation. That reaction isn't accidental. Decades of marketing have turned vehicles into identity statements. Success, toughness, status, instead of what they actually are. A box that gets you to work. Nobody's selling you a truck anymore. They're selling you a mountain you'll never actually climb. So how do people cover payments this large in real budgets? This is where it gets uncomfortable. Some move into smaller apartments, keep roommates longer than planned, or eat the same cheap meal on repeat, all to protect the truck payment like it's rent. Some pick up weekend gig work, using the very vehicle they're paying for to earn the money to keep paying for it. Others dip into retirement accounts or take 401k loans to cover down payments, quietly trading future wealth for a vehicle that'll be worth a fraction of its price in a decade. And a growing number lean on credit cards just to cover gas, insurance, and repairs, freeing up cash for the payment itself, solving one debt problem by creating another. Then there's the multi-vehicle households, and this one's almost comical if it weren't so expensive. The average American household now technically owns more vehicles than it has licensed drivers. Dad's got a work truck, mom's got an SUV, and there's a third car for the teenager. Suddenly, a family is running 2 or 3 loans simultaneously, with combined payments that rival or exceed their mortgage. And most people budgeting for the payment completely forget the extras. Insuring a $60,000 truck isn't cheap, often $200 plus a month, and closer to $500 for households running multiple expensive vehicles. That's thousands a year just to legally drive a depreciating asset. Maintenance is its own trap too. Modern trucks are loaded with complex tech, and a routine brake job can run $800, $12,200. A transmission issue can hit $5,000. Major engine trouble can blow past $10,000, and most people carrying big car payments have zero emergency fund for exactly this kind of surprise. Add fuel. A truck averaging 15 mpg at $3 to $5 a gallon can easily run $350, $400 a month for a normal commute, and the affordable payment starts looking a lot less affordable. Let's actually run the full math on one realistic example. Someone buys a $55,000 truck, financed over 7 years at 6% interest. Monthly payment? Roughly $800. Over the loan, that's about $67,000 total. Add insurance around $250 a month, another $21,000 over 7 years. Add fuel around $350 a month, another $29,000. Add maintenance and repairs, conservatively another $15,000. All in, over $130,000 spent on transportation across 7 years for a vehicle that, at the end, might be worth $15,000. Now here's the gut punch. If that same $800 a month had gone into a simple index fund, earning 8% annually instead, it would have grown to roughly $70,000 plus after 7 years. Same monthly outflow. One path builds wealth. The other destroys it, with heated seats. So why do people stay locked into this? Because once someone's committed, the truck stops being transportation and starts being identity. Suggesting they downgrade to something reliable and cheaper doesn't land as financial advice. It lands as a personal attack, like you just questioned their work ethic. That emotional attachment is exactly what dealerships are trained to exploit. Notice they rarely talk about total cost of ownership. They talk about monthly payments, feelings, and status. Worried about the payment? We'll extend the term. Worried about reliability? Here's an extended warranty, financed too. Worried about depreciation? Don't be. You'll probably trade it in soon anyway. So the mystery of how people afford these trucks isn't really a mystery. Nobody's actually affording them. They're just pushing the cost down the road while convincing themselves they've earned it. Next time you see a $70,000 truck in a driveway, there's a decent chance the person behind the wheel is eating ramen to keep it there. And maybe that reliable, paid-off car sitting in your own driveway is doing more for your future than you've been giving it credit for.